It is finally the end of Sherlock Series 4. Quick side note, this video is so very late. Okay, I'm going to bed now, so yeah, get out. We finished on a superb episode, one of the best episodes, and I'd go as far to say one of the best pieces of drama I've seen on television in a year. In fact, longer than that. Since Doctor Who did Heaven Sent, that is the length of time since I've seen such good British drama. So, let's review the final problem. We got that all-important resolve to the whole Sherrinford story thing. Sherrinford, I discovered in the week, was actually the name that Arthur Conan Doyle was going to call Sherlock, which I thought was amazingly interesting. And the fact that Sherrinford is the third brother, who it isn't Sherrinford at all, it's actually an island, that was very clever, and I dig that. That's great. Of course, we had the whole thing that there is a sister, and her name is Euros, and she's a fantastic piece of writing, and an amazing actor. Whoever played her, I don't know her name, but she's fantastic. She played downright deluded, deviant, and it was... words cannot describe how good the character Euros was. We've finally got that Moriarty tie-up. Obviously, not the one we were all thinking, the miss me line, and him returning in a fit of evil, but it was it was foreshadowing the way that he came back. He came back on screen, he was never actually back, which I thought was clever, and I thought the way we found out was amazing, and you could see that. I loved the scene where it's Watson deducing the fact that he's been in to see Euros and he's been corrupted by Euros, he's been brainwashed effectively into her way of thinking and technically Moriarty's way of thinking, and they end up having this whole scene where Watson is the cleverest man in the room. It's an amazing scene, and I really think it was great to have that in there. The whole thing with the soldiers, today we are soldiers, I loved that as well. That's such a cold way of looking at it, but it was the best way of looking at it, because that day they were soldiers. They had to be. They had to be what... No, it's gone. I'm sorry. I think the funniest bit was very near the beginning, where Sherlock and John were japing Mycroft in his home, and it was very clever, and the whole sitting in the chair thing in Baker Street, that was good as well. And another fun bit I liked was Moriarty doing his classic diva entrance and listening to Queen live, whole audience, he's going like this, thank you, yes, this audience is for me. He's completely twisted mad, but who could not love a bit of Jim Moriarty? He is ultimate villain number one. And obviously we now know that Euros is the big bad of the series. We found that out last week, not Toby Jones's character. So that was a surprise, and they managed to keep the fact that they were going to do the third brother/sister relatively under wraps. There was a little hint of it at the end of Series 3, but other than that, no details at all. It kept us guessing right the way through. The visual effect that got me was the glass not being there, because it completely made me go, wait, what? There's... what? Oh, okay. I was on edge for a lot of this episode. It was very tense, and it was superb drama, as I've said. It's superb drama, and I can't think about not having Sherlock back, because it's too good to not bring back. Some people haven't enjoyed Series 4, and I can see where they're coming from, but they are, of course, wrong. That's going to get me into trouble. They are entitled to their own opinion, even if it is wrong. This series has been fantastic, and while there's been some odd moments during it, it has been incredibly good. A lot of people have fed up with Mary. I don't know why. I think the best comment I saw after Sherlock was, "My body was not prepared for that." And they are absolutely right. None of us could have been prepared for that. That was superb. Really superb episode. I'd like to finish with the most beautiful moment of the episode, which was the ending. And it was Sherlock and Euros playing violin together. And it started off, Euros picks up the violin and is teaching him how to play it properly. And then they start a duet going, and we're going round them, and we're going round and seeing Sherlock and John's life. They're both back together as the detective and sidekick, and it's something that the stories in the books, we're led to believe that Mary died, but it's never actually said. So they just carry on. Of course, John's grieving for something, but they carry on anyway, and it's fantastic. It really is fantastic, and I plead that we get our Sherlock back, because I can't go without it. I mean, I'm just staring at this. This is what I'm staring at right now. Sherlock, all of these. Out of them, that's one of the top series, but I think Series 4 was superb as well. Up there with Series 3. So, thank you, Stephen Moffat, Mark Gatiss. You've proved that you can do amazing drama, and I really am hoping for the next series, Series 5. I'm willing to wait any amount of time for it, as long as it's sort of 2 years like the last time. But please, please can we have it back? Because you can do so much with it. And on that note, thank you for watching these videos. I hope you've enjoyed them. If you did, then please do subscribe to my channel, and I shall say adieu. Please go right this time. Please go right this time. Please go right this time. Yes!